Hey Camp McDowell campers, welcome to Arts and Crafts at special session. And what we're doing, this is our virtual series. Isn't this fun? I'm loving this virtual series of arts and crafts. So now what we are going to do is we are going to paint a wise old owl. A wise old owl. So anyway, what I've done is I have gone ahead and I have painted my canvas black, so it's ready to go, and we are going to get started. Anyway, want to make sure that you have some paper towels on hand, always handy. So I've got my paper towel right here ready to go, and we're going to use, I'm probably going to use one brush for the entire thing, but I do have some flat brushes and some round brushes, but my round brush is probably going to be what I'm going to use for this. And then we have our colors. We have bright, beautiful primary colors. And do you remember your primary colors? They are blue, red, and yellow. So if you mix yellow and blue, you get green. If you mix yellow and red, you get orange. And if you mix red and blue, you get purple. And purple is one of my favorite colors. I love purple. Anyway, we're going to get started here with the basics. We're gonna take this plate and we are going to use it as a palette. Do you know what a palette is? That's what artists call where they mix their paints. They mix their paints on a palette. So I'm just going to put a little bit of white. Don't need much white. Actually don't need much of any color. And remember that your colors, these are all acrylics, and acrylic paints dry relatively fast, so you don't want to waste a lot of your colors because you want to save them for other projects. I am using a semi-gloss white paint that I got from Walmart, and I'm using semi-gloss because if you use flat, it kind of turns chalky, and the semi-gloss is this is an acrylic, and it's the same as what we're using right here. So we use a lot of white and we use a lot of black, so it's sometimes good to buy it like this because it's more cost effective and makes better sense. So anyway, let's go ahead and add some more colors. I'm going to put some little bit of blue here. I'm going to put a little bit of red here. I'm going to do my orange right here. And notice I'm not doing a lot. I'm just doing a little. So a little yellow here, because it doesn't take that much paint. Our canvas is already painted black, so it's been painted. Now we're just putting things on top of our canvas. I'm going to put a little green there, and it looks like we have a very basic palette. From this palette we can mix other colors. So I'm going to put a little bit of this is cerulean blue. Actually, I could have probably made that blue by adding a little white to the blue I already have. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange right here. I don't think I needed that much orange. And I do have some black. So we're going to hang on to that black. And I'm going to, you want to make sure that you have a glass of water on hand. That's what we're going to use to rinse our paint brushes out. So let me move some of my paints over here. And there's my water. Here are my paints right here. And I'm going to grab my brush and we're going to get started on this. So we're going to start with kind of giving ourselves an idea of where on this black is that owl hiding. So we just need to identify where he is, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this, and that's where my owl is hiding. This is the eyebrows. So we're going to get those eyebrows going. And remember, the owl has all sorts of feathers. It's all feathers. So we're going to make these eyebrows kind of like feathers. We put the swishes on there to kind of give us an idea of where our owl is going to be. So we're going to, and remember Bob Ross? I don't know how many of you have watched Bob Ross. He was a painter, and he was a great painter because he made painting easy for everyone. He made painting where people felt comfortable and didn't worry and thought about, you know, well, we can paint. And yes, you can. Anybody can paint. So what Bob Ross used to say all the time was, there are no mistakes. They're all just happy little accidents. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some happy accidents here. Anyway, we've got a good start to where our little owl is going to be. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to rinse out my brush like this. And I'm going to start with a little bit of gold. So I'm going to get some of this gold that I like. I like this gold. So I'm going to just make a big round circle there. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to make another big circle. Just like that. Then we're going to make it bigger and bigger. Just like that. So now we definitely know where our owl is because he has eyes. And if you've ever noticed, eyes aren't just one color. If you look in the mirror at your eyes, you'll see that your eyes are different colors. If you have blue eyes, you've got a little bit of green in there. If you have green eyes, you got a little in there. If you have blue eyes, you could have a little bit of purple. Brown eyes with a little bit of gold. So we're gonna start with our basic, because there we go. So we have a nice basic eye. And I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and I'm going to bring that yellow around the inside of this eye. Like that. A little bit of yellow around the inside of this eye. There we go. There. You want to make sure that you keep that eyeball round. So, there. Now we've got a little bit of yellow blended in there. A little bit of yellow blended in this one. Then after we blend that, we're going to take a little bit of orange and we're going to come around the outside edge with the orange. Put a little orange up in here and come around that outside edge with the orange. because it just, oh man, he's got a great eyes starting here. Look at him looking at us. Oh, he's a wise old owl. Just a wise old owl. There we go. So we're kind of blending in a few colors in here to get his eyes going. And then I'm just going to take a little touch of the red, and I'm going to run the red just along the outside here. A little bit of red along the outside, just to give it more depth. And you probably hear me say that a lot, because I like to make things look like they're popping out at you, like they're not flat. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to make our owl not flat. So we just kind of blend in different colors to give it different kind of shadows. So a little bit of, and I'm just kind of going back over, putting a little bit more yellow, a little bit more gold. Now remember, the gold's underneath this, so when you're blending, you're gonna pull the gold back up, which is good. There. Now, let's see what we can do next. Okay. I'm going to, oh, I love this. This blue is so nice. So let's kind of figure out where his head is. So we're going to start by just putting some blues in here, like this. And remember, your owl has feathers. Have you ever picked up a feather and looked closely at it? It's not one color. It's like all these different iridescent, bright colors, and they're kind of hidden. And you just kind of look, and the more you look at that feather, the more you're going to see all these beautiful colors. So we're going to take, and we're going to bring our owl to life, because he has all these colors. He has the color of the rainbows in all of his feathers. And so we're going to bring this, and we're going to make colors for him. And what I'm kind of doing is I'm using the blue to kind of help me outline different parts of the owl. Like this is his face right here. Okay, and then I want to make him have a little bit more. I'm making it in kind of rows, just colors, and have fun with these colors. The other thing too is, remember, he has to have a beak. So his beak is going to go right in here. And we're gonna continue over here and make another row of feathers. Okay, what kind of colors do we want to try next? How about we try this lighter blue? Doesn't that look pretty? Let's see. Let's do this right in here. Like so. Oh my goodness, I love that color. Isn't that beautiful? It's a turquoise. It looks like a turquoise, and it's kind of a summery color. It looks like the beach. It's got so many pretty, but we're gonna have fun. Oh, look. Let's do some green. Oh yeah, how's that? How is that? I'm kind of going, bringing a little bit of up, and I'm kind of going in between those two rows. And we're going to put a little bit of the green up in here. Like I said, I'm just using one brush. And what I'm doing is I'm flicking it. I'm just flicking the brush. So it just kind of makes feathers. I'm letting the brush do the work for me, so I don't have to work so hard. I don't have to make the individual feathers because the brush will do it for me. And we just keep going around his head. And I want to find some more color in him. What can we do? How about we bring in some of this yellow? Oh, wow. I'm going to bring in the yellow right around here. Wow, I love it. He needs a little bit of yellow in here too. Remember, flick that brush. Just flick it. There we go. And you can go on out and go on out. There. Looking good. Now, let's see what we can do. How about a little bit of orange? Just come down in here and let's put a little bit of orange. He's going to be all the different colors of the rainbow. We're going to make the colors of the rainbow. And this is the shape of his head. And I'm going to look at all those wonderful colors. We're going to put all these wonderful colors. We're just kind of flicking them right in here. Just a fun thing to do. We're going to add a little bit to his head. I think I want to make my own color. Let's make our own colors. Let's try. I want to take a little bit, just a little bit of red, tiny bit of red. See, just a tiny bit of red. Okay, and then I'm going to take white. Do you know what I'm going to get when I mix these? Oh my gosh, look at that pink. Look at that pink. A nice hot pink. I can tone it down a little bit with a little bit more white. And we're going to take that hot pink and we're going to, let's see, what am I sticking on here? Okay. Oh, wow. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to add some pink. You never thought I'd put pink on an owl, did you? And a boy owl. But pink is just a wonderful color, and it's just a lovely color. How's that? We'll call it a lovely color. Okay, so we've got some pink going on here, and I'm going to put some up in here. And then what I'm going to do, and I'm wiping my brush off each time so I won't put too much water in my paint. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to touch the tip of my brush in the blue. And I'm going to add it, maybe a little touch of water. I'm going to add it, blue and red make purple. And I'm going to add a little bit of white to it. And we have a purple. You know, I think I want to change the tone of the purple. So I think I'm going to try just a little bit of this blue and see what color purple that makes. Too much blue. That's why you only use a little bit. Oh, look at this. Now we're getting a purple. Red and blue make purple. And when I put this purple on the black, it's really going to show up. So we're going to put purple. Oh, look at that color purple. Isn't that fun? I'm swishing my brush. Remember to swish your brush. Okay, swish it out. There we go. I am really liking this. This is fun. Okay, I think I need to put a little bit more of my light blue up here in the top because I think I missed it. So I want to make sure that I have my colors all the way around. Okay. More. And like I said, we're not going to cover the entire canvas. We're just going to put colors on. There. I am having so much fun with this. I hope you are too. There, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back with a little bit dark blue to kind of get my, there, and I'm just kind of going around, and I'm going to come back up here with my black, up into my black, there, a little bit more of this, and I'm kind of rinsing out my brush between times, and look at the, I look like I'm tie-dyeing my paper cloth. Okay, a little bit more yellow, just a couple little swishes in there, just to give it some highlights. That's like the sun hitting his feathers. And then I think we're going to do something just really fun. We're going to add a little red. Yeah. So just a little bit of red goes a long way. Don't need a bunch. But we do want him to be every color of the rainbow. And all your favorite colors. And if you're not using the same colors that I am, that's okay. Because you know what? They are your colors and what you like. So I want you to enjoy and just, this is supposed to be fun. And we're making it fun with all these wonderful colors. Okay. Now, putting the red on was a lot of fun. Now I think it's time we start giving him a little bit more of a face. So we're going to go back to our white. And what makes black blacker is white. So what we're going to do is we're going to come around his eyes like this. And we're going to make them stand out. Now remember, he's got his beak is going to be right in the middle of all this. So you want him to have a little bit of a kind of a mustache. So we're making a little bit of a mustache for him. And we're going to just make this little circle right here for him. That way his beak will stand out more. And we're trying to identify his eyes, make his eyes pop out more. So what we're doing is we are adding feathers around his eyes. And we're going to leave the black to make them stronger. There we go. Just kind of go around and make his eyes. Now, making the eyebrows in the beginning really helped us to understand where on our canvas our owl was hiding. Well, I think we found him, and he is doing so good. And you are doing so good. I cannot wait for you to post up the pictures of your owls. Now, I want to make him be a little bit more. Now that I've got all those wonderful colors in there, I can now come over the top of it and really make his eyebrows. There, look at those eyebrows. He's got serious eyebrows. And they're poking everywhere, and mine do the same thing. Sometimes I have just these wild eyebrows. I wake up in the morning and they look like I have antennas. So much fun. Okay, so we're getting a little bit crazy here, I think. And then I'm going to just kind of dot around a little bit. There we go. I'm just dotting around. See how I have used the same brush for the whole thing. And I want to just do some little itty bitty whiskers around his nose. So we're just going to put some little bitty whiskers around where his nose is going. There we go. I think I want to bring a little bit more yellow into his eyes. So I'll rinse my brush and I'm going to get a little bit more yellow into there. A little bit more yellow into there. And then a little bit of orange to blend. There. See how that orange just tones it down? Yeah, we're going to put a little bit more orange. And with a black canvas, it has a tendency to kind of gobble up your colors sometimes. So you want to make sure you have his eyes, you want them to really stand out. So we're going to make his eyes stand out by bringing in some more red, some more yellow and orange, and then I'm going to come back around the outside edge with just a little bit of, just a tiny touch of the red. Okay, just a tiny touch of the red, and that's just going to make them more alive. There. There. I like that. He's starting to get some real character here. Okay. Now, I think I need to work a little bit more on my feathers up here. I think I just need to, they're kind of mooring in some places, so I'm just going to add just some little swishes to brighten them up a little bit. Just some little swishes around the perimeter. Do you know what the perimeter is? The perimeter is the edge. Okay. Now, going back to making my eyebrows more distinct. Okay, we're going to make them more distinct. We'll pull them up a little bit, pull them up a little bit, pull them out a little bit. Okay, they've got some character. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over this and pull this down a little bit further, like so, and give us a little bit more definition around his eyes. Looking good, looking good. Okay. So, okay. So how is your owl doing? Is he talking to you yet? Mine is saying, "Who are you? You're silly." See? My silly owl. Okay. Now we're just going to make sure that he has a little bit of a beard here. Like so. A little bit of a beard. And we're going to add just a little bit up into the top. A few little things around just to kind of tie it all in. There we go. Now, here is some fun things that we're going to do. So, we take our brush, we roll it in the white and roll it till we don't have very much. And I'm going to put a circle. I'm going to just put a drop of paint right there. And then I'm going to take a drop of paint and put it in the same place on the other eye. So they're both going to be on the left-hand side. So both of them are on the left-hand side. Not one on the left and one on the right, but two on the... And then I'm going to put another little spot right next to it. Like so. And then I'm going to put a big spot right here. There we go. There. I'll wash out my brush. Like that. And now I think I need a little bit of black because it is, let's see, before I do that I want it to be a little bit more white around here. Because what does white do? White makes black look blacker, and black makes white look whiter. So I'm coming around his beak because I want it to stand out. Okay. There we go. Rinse out your brush really, really good, because if you mix white with black, what are you going to get? Gray. So we're trying not to have gray, and I'm just going to take and put just a drop. I don't need much black. Just a few drops of black, like that. And then I'm going to take this black and I'm going to put make, it's kind of like a teardrop or an almond. So we're going to make a big old almond right here with this black. And we're going to fill it in. There. So now we have a beak. Nice big beak. And while we're using the black, because we want that beak to dry just a little bit, we're going to just kind of give a little more definition here to our eyebrows with just a little bit of black. And we're going to put a little bit of definition around. And this is going to make us look like we have some good. We're going to, there. And I'm going to bring that up into there. Okay. Oops. Let's put some color back on that. Like I said, there are no mistakes. Just happy little accidents. And sometimes those happy little accidents give us the most pleasure. They encourage us. So don't let your happy accidents discourage you. They're there for a reason. They're there to define who you are, and you are doing great. So anyway, I think I need a little bit more up here. Okay, now that our beak is almost dry, I want to add a little highlight to it. Now their beak is not a feather. It actually is kind of like a toenail. It's hard and it's smooth and it's shiny. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little highlight down their beak, like so. And there. Well, it's been lots of fun, and the trick, my hardest part for me, is learning when to say I'm done, because you can play all day long doing this, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. So anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to our next arts and crafts session. And until then, I wish you well and hope that you're taking care of yourself and staying safe. So let's see. Post up those pictures. We want to see what you did. And Penny, I am really looking forward to seeing yours. Okay. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you later. Bye.